why you set her off like that? I was gonna ask who the fuck Uncle Huey was, but I mean, okay.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the San Francisco 49ers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Set, ready. 50 to throw. Let's get some penetration.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Haskins. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that, you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But
and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. D.D. Westbrook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Go ahead.
Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back? That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
Ooh, thank you, not Landon
Big
Collins.
chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38. Now Garoppolo. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go, here we go. What do you need?
Right there, 56. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day offense.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Check 26, check 26.
Probably in fucking Hallmark.
One, Omaha.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Second and goal. The Redskins 2-yard line.
In the backfield, standing alone on 2nd and goal is McKinnon.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Flag. Hey, go, go.
Now here's Goodwin with another jet sweep. And across the
Goodwin's hurt.
into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Let's put this over there. Nah. It actually says we'll return soon, so they're just popping that bitch back in.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Redskins take over first and 10.
Notice how hard it was to lose to the Saints game. Was it bad?
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points,
can hear you,
it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
You, Nate.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
We want it. Come to my work.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Holding a dog, you're already good.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our field.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They got it. They got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Let's go, baby.
One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes.
Here we go.
But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
No! Oh, thank you,
Now,
Jesus.
meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling
thank you,
incomplete.
8 pound, 6 ounce
He was
baby
looking that
Jesus
time
lying
for
there in the
Dante
little
Pettis, and now it's second down.
Praise be to Yevon. Whew.
Here we go. 180!
Check right 33. Hey, defense, let's go.
Say hut!
Check 33.
Say hut!
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to look end zone here for Pettis. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown.
Was not expecting him to come down.
Dante Pettis hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
All right.
And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Nah, it's 14-7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to
playing
kick
me.
it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Oh, my God. Leave the party and come back. Tell him to leave the party and come back, Gingy.
That's why he was ignoring you, Darth. That's
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression
that
101.
jukebox, man.
Win first down.
The jukes are so
5,
powerful.
6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable.
He's picking up so
Keep
much
accumulating
speed.
first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. And this one complete to Reed.
Here we go. Here we go.
With the score, Niners 14, Redskins 7.
Come on, set.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really
He
want
responded.
to
He said,
accomplish.
shut the fuck up.
And who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
Better against
Oh,
man
what the
because
fuck?
now you're running away
face
from
mask?
someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
officials so
stupid. That one-
cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, we saw him trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Second down, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Let's go. Hey, hold on. Start defense. Our time. It's our time. Kill.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Here we go.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away.
I know. That's what he was my initial read, but I saw Collins there, so I was like, nope.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10.
You won't do it.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Looking to throw, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Redskins.
I'm not.
Haskins
Rather
now,
dismayed, if I'm
9 of
being
11
honest.
passing in this 1st half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down.
How the
open
fuck?
man is Westbrook. 5 yards on the
Dropped
catch there,
animation
brings up
bullshit.
2nd down.
Westbrook. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 49-yard
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Go, go.
Geis with a carry on second down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
I know you feel that.
I did too. I did too. Shut up, I'm not crying. You're crying.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Oh, wow.
He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 16-yard line. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Thank you, Colbert.
Ready.
That was damn sure 6.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. 50 seconds to mine. 50.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down.
Why didn't you jump, Alexander?
That is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
God damn it.
Terry McLaurin, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the
At all,
Redskins are
because,
going
I mean, he
to
didn't
retake
even
the lead.
do anything.
Extra point good by Hopkins.
Didn't put
and
his
it's
hands
now
up, nothing.
17-14.
I switched to him,
That
pressed
is
triangle,
the kickoff
nothing.
unit as they run up and send this one away.
No reaction whatsoever. That's so
And that'll
disheartening.
carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
God,
Don't need
he
it
had
all
wound
back
up
at
to
once,
throw
but
to.
you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Over the middle to Kittle. Complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Awaken here, buddy.
Mostly.
Yeah, I missed the fourth quarter. What happened?
More of the same.
Garoppolo down, first down throw. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
A blitzer.
And that's
Man,
one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Did lovely. What do we need from Ty Gurley tomorrow?
A swift punch to the chops.
I need 17.9 from Todd Gurley. That shit ain't going on.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Slam, slam, slam. Check, check.
I thought I played Sam Darnold instead of Jimmy Garoppolo.
They run it with McKinnon.
Oh, that's a block in the back, I bet.
And he's going to be
money
taken
on it.
down with a marker on the
Nope,
field.
holding.
So let's see about the call.
Sam Darnold had a
So a
3 total
decent game,
touchdowns.
but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating,
Jimmy Garoppolo
the
just
guys who just gave up that play.
Here we
They'll
go.
come up now on a second and long after the hold.
chance at least. All right.
Tight right.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Garoppolo now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Garoppolo looks to throw once more.
Oh, come the fuck on, dude.
Intercepted.
He fucking blitzed.
By Troy Apke, and his guys will take over.
That is so fucking
good.
I swear to whatever God is this.
He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin.
Oh,
he's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Eat a dick, Hulk.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie.
Did you win or did you win?
Rookie season is a continuation.
Then kindly shut the fuck up. I know how this game is going to go. That's the fuckery right fucking there.
Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more. Reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Be lucky I'm not soloing you and just kneeling the rest of the goddamn game, because I already knew how this was going to go before we fucking started.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
And then some fuckery happens and you wind up winning every goddamn time. Now try to tell me it doesn't. Try to tell me.
I mean,
I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Try to tell me.
They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Double dog, that's the way.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Garoppolo looks to throw.
Oh.
Now Garoppolo lost the football. Into the Redskins have it, they do.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
We're ready. Check me out. 57, Mike. Come on. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Yeah, let's get set lunch.
On third down, Haskins. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
We got this.
Take over first and 10.
Fuck your cover guy.
Their own 20-yard line.
Fuck your couch, nigga.
Your kicker wasn't out there, so I couldn't blow him up.
56.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long.
I'm amazed that he
they've
didn't
struggled
miraculously
moving the ball,
intercept that and
turning
take it
over
back
on
to the
last
house.
possession. Is that word against symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like
I
that.
know
Good
you.
analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using
Here we
it.
go.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Stay hot. Stay hot.
Here's Garoppolo to throw.
Throw the ball!
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
I need you to not give me advice right now, Nate.
Here we go. Here we go.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the
Because you're
ball
going
here
to
just try
make
and
me
get some
say
space.
things that I really don't want to say.
Yeah, you
11.
want to say that.
Stay hot.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And the pressure gets to him again. Matt Ioannidis. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Taken from just outside the 30.
Is it possible to go broken?
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
I'm like losing $10 million every week. How's it like
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Haskins to throw it. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers to get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
At their own 14-yard line.
Oh, fuck that. I'm an idiot.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go. Ready?
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
On second down, McKinnon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Team revenue last week. I don't know why this revenue is going.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On second down now, McKinnon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
You better be afraid of me.
Garoppolo now. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Let's go.
Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On first down, McKinnon again. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
21. Here we go.
Check 24. Check.
They'll run with Barber. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Peyton Barber, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gold with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
First down.
Haskins now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Now a run with Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Redskins.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's Haskins to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On play action, Haskins. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Geis, they'll try to run it. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he completes it to Westbrook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. D.D. Westbrook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Hulk, don't be a bitch.
Here we go, here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Open receiver, that's Caden Smith, the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Here we go. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, and the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, this is Geis. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Oh, sweet. 2 more. 1 minute.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
It's poetic justice.
3rd down, here's Geis. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Like, he's not exaggerating. Last game
when this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Bye-bye.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Jonathan Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, hold on. 56 is the mic. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Dude, what the fuck? Why won't it let me go?
Snap adjustments. I get bored while waiting for them.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
I'm way too lazy to do all that shit first now.
And they will take a knee here.
Probably why I'm 1-5. Can't prove that. Yeah, you could.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
Ah, shit. Wrong play.
So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance.
Ah, I should have bounced that. Dang it.